Hello and welcome to IndianMoney.com's YouTube channel. My name is Fayaz. If at all you're keeping a track on what's happening in our country, then you must be aware about the fact that the stock market is doing phenomenally well. It's roaring sky high. And same goes with cryptocurrencies. They are looking very exciting, but the only problem with crypto is that we are not very much aware about how it functions. Number two, there is not a lot of clarity when it comes to the user interface of the apps, and also there is not a lot of proper withdrawal options. And since it's fairly new for Indian market, and that's the reason why there's not a lot of assurance about this particular investment option, and maybe that's the reason why a lot of financial experts, financial gurus are also recommending you not to put your money right now, especially for Indians. And if at all there is a little bit more clarity as to whether government will ban it or whether government will let it function as it is, then it's better and wise to put your money at that time, because that time we'll be also satisfied about the fact that okay, this is now fully functional and it's something that we can bank upon. But until then, you can park your money in this particular investment option which I'll be talking about today, and this particular option is none other than the option of a corporate FD. Now what is corporate FD? Corporate FD is just like your regular bank FDs, but it has a lot more benefits compared to a bank FDs and has a very little cons compared to the bank FDs. So one by one we'll talk about three aspects here. Number one, we'll talk about the documents that you might require if at all you want to invest in these options. Number two, we'll talk about the pros of corporate FD. Number three, we'll talk about the cons of corporate FD. And at the end, I'll tell you the list of top 10 corporate FDs which we have fetched for you, and we'll tell you about their interest rate, their duration and everything. So stick with me till the end of this video, and without a further ado, let's get started. The number one thing we'll talk about is the documents that you require. So you require three types of documents over here. The first thing that you need here is your identity proof, as in your Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, voter ID, and you might also need 2 color passport size photographs. Second you need here is residency proof, which means your Aadhaar, voter ID, your ration card and your utility bills. It can be your electricity bill, it can be your Wi-Fi bill, etc. And the third thing you need is an income proof, which means your bank statement, your salary proof, your Narega job card if you have that, and your employee ID along with your IT returns. Now let's have a look at the pros of corporate FD. So the number one pro over here is that you get the versatility of tenure choices. There are tenures of as low as 1 year to as high as 10 years. Next, the interest rates are higher here compared to bank FDs, and also assure you assured returns, which means it's not dependent on any kind of market fluctuations or stock market regulations and stuff. The third point over here is that they also promise you assured returns, which means it's not dependent on any kind of stock market fluctuations, which means you will definitely get the amount of interest that has been promised to you. Fourth here is that you will get higher interest rate if at all you are a senior citizen, 0.25% higher interest rate in all the options that which we'll be discussing in the table. And the last one is that the longer the tenure, the better will be the interest rate, which means if at all you are holding in this particular investment option for a longer duration, then definitely you will be able to get better returns in your respective corporate FDs. But as they say that the jungle might look very exciting from the outside, but it's equally challenging from the inside. So let's understand what are the cons of investing in a corporate FD. So the number one con over here is that corporate FDs, if compared to bank FDs, do not bear any kind of capital security guarantee, which means neither the instruments assure you the capital production nor any of the interest payouts. And also if the company faces financial pressure, then the investor might lose his capital. What if the company closes tomorrow? Then you might end up losing all your money. So that risk is there. However, the returns from the corporate FDs is applied on the income of the investor and is charged as per the investors tax slab, which means if at all you are in the higher tax slab bracket, then you might end up paying higher amount of taxes for your respective interest. And that's also covered in the next one, which means the corporate FDs do not seem enticing for those who fall in the higher tax bracket. Usually corporate FDs come with a lock-in duration of 3 years, which means you cannot take out your money minimum for the period of 3 years, which is also the next point, which means no facility for partial withdrawal is open. And in case of making the withdrawals before the FD matures, the investor will also have to lose some amount of interest. So by chance, if there's any emergency in your family and if at all you have plans to withdraw some money out of the corporate FD, then you might have to end up paying a lot of penalty, and you might have to also lose a little bit of your principal amount, and it might basically impact your interest amount also. So now that we have stayed till the end of this video, now let's head to the main meat, and let's discuss about the corporate FDs, the 10 corporate FDs which I'll be talking about today. And along with that, we'll also tell you about the duration and we'll tell you about the interest rates as well. So without a further ado, let's get straight to the table. So the number one option over here is Hawkins Cooker FD, which is basically for the duration of 12 months to 36 months, and the interest rate over here will be 9%, will be 9.25% for senior citizen. Similarly, Shriram City Union Finance will give you 12 months to 60 months duration, and the interest rate is going to be 8.09%. Shriram Transport Finance is going to give you 12 months to 60 month option again, and the interest rate is going to be 8.09%. Hoodco will give you the same duration, 12 to 60 months. Interest rate, however, is less, 7.3%. PNB Housing Finance, 12 to 60 months. Interest rate, 6.70. Bajaj Finance, 12 to 120 months. Interest rate, 7%. Sundaram Home Finance, 36 months to 60 months. Interest rate is going to be 6.25%. Sundaram Finance is going to pay you 6.22% for the duration of 12 months. HDFC 6.20% for the duration of 33 to 66 months. Mahindra Finance 12 to 60 months. Interest rate 5.9%. ICICI Home Finance 12 to 120 months. Interest rate is going to be 6.10%. And LIC Finance 12 months to 60 months. Interest rate is going to be 5.75%. So I hope you found the video informative, and don't forget to go back, pause and take a screenshot of the video, especially of the table, because along with the interest rate, along with the months, we have also mentioned about the CRISIL ratings and other ratings, which are also extremely important. So don't just look at the interest rate. You should also pay attention to all these ratings and choose according to the best rated investment option which is provided in that particular table. So I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, don't forget to like this video and share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon as well. And if at all you want to learn more about personal finance, career building, farming and business, please download the Financial Freedom app. The link of this app is provided in the description box. Until next time, my name is Fayaz and you're watching IndianMoney.com.